This is the story of a forest and of the people who walked in it. To old John, who lived deep within its green boundaries, the forest was a place of strange, mysterious beauty. For somehow old John had found the secret of its enchantment, and if he chose to listen, he could hear strange, bubbling music from the brook as it babbled over the stones. He was familiar with the songs the wind sang as it whisked across the sky. And he was able to commune with the friendly animals who dwelt there. Commune not in the ordinary sense, not as one man casually speaks to another, but as nature converses. A word spoken without movement of lips. A thought passed mysteriously from one creature to another.
Thank you, Mikey. It is sour. No, it's too sour.
To Dr. Stephen Blaine, the forest held a different significance. Like all truly learned men, his mind functioned in an orderly, scientific way. But I'm sure whenever anyone said to him,
Dr. Blaine,
What is it, son?
do you believe the forest is enchanted?
Enchanted? Well, it's generally supposed to be scientifically impossible for a forest to be enchanted. But between you and me, I think it is.
because somehow whenever Stephen Blaine walked alone through the shadows of the tall trees, he was conscious of a strange, unexplainable power, a power that spoke silently of contentment. And so, little by little, he had come to dream of erecting a great sanitarium within its precinct. To Ed Henderson, the forest was a symbol of wealth and of power. Why, hardly a day ever passed when Ed Henderson wasn't heard to say,
"There lies the greatest piece of timberland a man ever laid an axe to. Look. Look at those trees. It took hundreds of years to grow any one of them.
and only a few minutes to bring one down.
King of the air is restless today, Bruno. That comes from flying up where you can look down on so much. There's always somebody's troubles to see and disturb you. It's pleasant here by the brook, isn't it? Maybe the voices are here today. Bruno, that's Mr. Green, the weatherman. We must go and talk with him. Good day, Mr. Green. It's going to storm. Well, that's strange, isn't it, Bruno? You know, it's too late to expect that. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Green. If he says it's going to storm, it's going to storm, Bruno. He never makes a mistake in the weather. Let's get home and keep dry. Come along. You know, Bruno, since those men with the axes cut down all the trees up above here, it's changed the climate. It could storm, all right.
All the trees come tumbling down. All the trees come tumbling down. With a clank, clonk, cling, the axes ring, and the trees come tumbling down. So the trees grow thick and tall, so the trees grow thick and tall. When we chop, 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 we never stop till they tumble and they fall. Timber! Keep the chips a-flying. Timber! Hear that bell a-crying. Timber! With a terrifying crash they tumble down. When the axes all resound, when the axes all resound, with a clank, clonk, cling, they always ring, and the trees come tumbling down.
We'll follow on that side.
Hey, did you hear that?
Hear what?
That moan. Sounded like it was coming right out of the heart of this street.
A guy that can't hold it shouldn't drink. Or maybe you're getting tired already.
I certainly heard something.
Don't worry, just keep that saw warm.
Strangers in our forest? I hope they're not the men with the axes to make us move again. Bruno, we'll have to go and see what they're doing. Perhaps the stone will drive them away.
Hey, what's the matter here? You guys aren't making any headway. Give me that sledge. Okay, finish it. Hey, get out of here, Grandpa. Timber. You heard me. Get going.
The king of the air was right. You're cutting down a tree.
You bet. And if you don't get out of here, it's going to fall right on top of you. Because I don't make any mistakes when I set a wedge.
Are you going to cut down all our trees?
That's our job. Now scram.
But where will we go? The birds, the squirrels. We can't live without trees.
Find some other woods. This land belongs to Henderson. Hey, he wants us to quit cutting timber. His friends live in the trees.
But without trees, everything will change. The rain will wash away the earth. No one can live here, even you. Yes, I know, Blackie. We'll go.
Hey, is that crow talking to you?
Blackie's not a crow. He's a raven. He's very talkative at times.
What'd he say?
He said it was going to storm.
Storm this time of year? You're both crazy.
It's not Blackie's idea. Mr. Green, the weatherman, told us.
Green, never heard of him.
Mr. Green's a frog. He's a friend of ours. He never makes a mistake about the weather.
Frogs, crows. Hey, what are you trying to... Timber!
He's caught in a big trap, Bruno. We better get the beavers. They'll free him.
You're bad luck. Get out of these woods. Better get the truck. Take him to the doctor.
Here, put him on the table. Where does it hurt you?
Here, my ribs.
Ribs, sit him up.
How'd this happen?
The tree fell the wrong way.
Who put in the wedges?
Don't blame them, Mr. Henderson. I put them in myself.
You mean you set them wrong?
Well, it wasn't me neither, sir. It was a tree.
Now listen here. A tree falls the way you want it to.
That's right. But this one didn't. Everything was all right until that old man came out of the woods.
What old man? What'd he do?
We didn't know how he done it, but we seen him. He just put his hands up, and the tree fell away on Gilson.
I've heard about that old man before, but never seen him.
Say, what is this? What is he doing on the property anyway?
I asked him. He said him and the animals live there. If we don't quit cutting timber, nothing's going to live around here.
Is he delirious?
I'm checking his ribs, not his brain.
Then suddenly a crow flew in, bit on the old man's shoulder and started talking.
You better check his head too, Doc.
I've heard crows talk. They're pretty smart.
But Mr. Henderson, we seen that girl talking to him, too.
All right, what did the crow say?
Told the old man it was going to storm.
Storm this time of year?
That's what I said. But the old man said that the crow had it on the authority of Mr. Green. And Mr. Green's a talking frog.
I wonder if that's the same frog that keeps me awake. You better get him back to his cabin. He mustn't talk any longer.
Just a minute, Doc. I want to get to the bottom of this first. Go on.
And then when I wouldn't listen to him, somehow that tree began to fall by itself. And it was all set to drop back where the old hermit was standing.
Put his foot down on the ground, raised his hands, and the tree fell away on Gilson instead.
There's a lot of truth in what the old man told you.
Am I to understand that all you men couldn't get rid of that one poor old hermit?
We couldn't, Mr. Henderson. The dog stopped us. Catching that old-timer is just like a catching a shadow. After a second look, he just ain't there.
I'll bet he ain't. What's the matter with these men? Are they all delirious?
All I can find is a couple of cracked ribs. You'll have to lay up for a while, Gilson.
The old man will pay for this. Now we just get him off the place. I'll send out some men and round him up, pay him in. I want to find out what you men have been making such a fuss about.
All right, boys. Take him back to the cabin. I'll bandage him.
Easy, boy. Take it. Sometimes I wonder if it's worthwhile running a lumber camp.
One way to make a million.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself. But even when you hire sober, reliable men, something's always bound to get in your way.
Like an old man pleading for a tree.
Yeah, whoever heard of such talk? Tree that doesn't fall right. Talking crow or frog. Stuff like that's apt to give this camp a bad luck name.
Looks like that frog knows what he's talking about.
Am I going to have trouble with you now?
Barometer reads 27. That's stormy weather.
It's a lie. No frog or no contraption's going to tell me about the weather around here. I made this country. Well, it was nothing but woods before I opened up this camp.
Ed, it looks like your tree chopping has made you the only man in history to actually do something about the weather.
You're all right, Doc. Except for your jokes. Save them for my daughter. Maybe she'll enjoy it.
That's an idea.
Hello? Engineer wants to know if you're coming, Mr. Henderson. Says you'll barely make it to the junction now to meet your daughter.
All right, all right. Tell him to keep steam up. I'm coming.
All right, he'll be right there.
Hope somebody thought to clean out that caboose.
Oh, it won't be the first time Miss Ann rode up from the main line on the narrow gauge, but it'll be the first time for a kid, though.
Ed,
Yeah,
here, you better take your slicker.
thanks.
It's going to storm, you know.
What are you looking at, Bob?
Looks like there is a little something gathering, Mr. Henderson.
I don't pay you to forecast the weather. We have a frog to do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Henderson.
It's about time you came out to take a look at your property, young fellow. It'll all be yours someday, you know. He's just a foreign lumberman. You can see that, can't you, Iron? Look at those biceps.
at those hands. I'll bet he could swing an axe right now.
I must have been an awful disappointment to you, Dad.
Well, I have to reconcile myself to the fact you'd never make a timber boss.
We already had one lumber millionaire in the family, so we thought that would be enough.
You had a fine husband, Ann.
We wish Bobby had had some time with his father.
It's the best start in life a boy can have to grow up in these woods. Oh, it must be the steam condensing from the engine here.
Well, that's rain, Dad, and it's coming in. Please put up the window.
Oh, all right, all right.
I don't remember that there were storms here this time of year.
Oh, it doesn't. This is a conspiracy.
What do you mean?
Oh, well, I don't think it's going to rain very much. We'll be past this section soon anyway. No use turning back now.
Turning back. Isn't this train safe?
Well, there's a little danger of a washout here in the storm.
We shouldn't have taken this train if it's dangerous.
Now, don't start blaming me, Ann. I didn't expect this storm.
Then why did you bring your slicker?
It was forced on me. Well, one of the men got struck by a tree and said something about a frog in the storm and enough to drive a man crazy.
Well, this storm certainly isn't any rumor. Dad, can't you please put up the window?
No. You never saw a window on a train that worked, did you?
Oh, we'll all be drenched. I'll get the slicker for the baby.
There.
How fresh it is, Bruno. Yeah, it's too bad we have to leave our home again. Strangers? Must be strangers from yesterday, coming after us. No match for them. There's nothing else for us to do. We must go. Blackie, we're moving. Pack up your treasures. You know, Bruno, when you leave a home you love, there's so little you can take with you. Come, my friends. We must find a new world of our own. Sounds like a little human baby. Now, who'd put a baby in the river? Bruno, swim out and bring the little fella in here. That's all. Thanks, Bruno. You were just in time. Oh, what a beautiful child. I guess you were sent to us to grow up happily in these forests. But our friend is hungry. What is it, Blackie? Oh, what a beautiful present. And we'll use it right now. What is it, Bruno? Are they so near? Then we must hurry. Yeah, we'll be safe in this home for a long time. Here you'll grow up to be as big and strong and tall as this old redwood. You'll never be lonely here, little man. We'll all have to take care of him, won't we, Bruno? Yeah, like every child in the world, he belongs to us all. Huh? No name? Oh, of course not. That's something somebody has to give you. I'll give him my name. Yeah, I'm Old John. He's Young John. No, Jackie. Jackie, but that's better for a boy, isn't it? Yes, it is. Bruno, find Nana. She's probably down at the bottom of the hill. Go on. Thank you, Bruno. Oh, hello, Tom. Oh, now you must be kind with our new friend, Jackie. You better go home. Go on.
We found this in a bunch of logs stuck in the rapids.
How far did you look?
Oh, way below 3 Mile Canyon.
Well, tell the men to keep on looking. I'll be at Henderson's cabin. This is all we found, Ed.
That's all, huh?
Sorry.
Not going to be easy to tell Ann.
You want me to break it to her?
No, I'll tell her. I'll take her away from here as soon as she can be moved. I never want to see this place again.
You're getting sleepy, ain't you? Yes. The sun is getting low. Oh, we fix it all this way. Here we are. Daytime is over. Daytime is ended and through. Nighttime is coming. It's been a wonderful day.
And for 3 years, the forest was undisturbed, and John's little group flourished. And as time went on, Ed Henderson and his daughter did not come back.
Hello, Doc. Well, hello, Gilson. You going the real estate business with all those maps?
No, but I think your business is going to pick up soon.
Is that so? Is Henderson coming back?
No, the Miller people are figuring on buying them out.
Oh. But where is Henderson?
He's in San Francisco.
Look, Ed, this traveling around the country is not getting you anywhere. You'd be a lot happier doing something useful.
What do I know about running a sanitarium? I'm a timberman.
Well, I figured that you'd build it. I'd run it.
Anyway, Ann wants me to take another trip with her right away. We may not even come back to California.
But what I have in mind would be a solid investment for you.
Oh, hello, Stephen. Are you still a rustic medico, or have you become a logger, too? You're looking very well. I'm going shopping. Keep Steve here. We'll have some tea, or maybe he doesn't like tea. Let's make a dinner. But anyway, don't let him talk you into anything that will interfere with our plans. You know we have a lot of catching up to do with our traveling.
Well, now...
See you later, Stephen.
Well, I almost had a chance to say hello.
Looks great, doesn't she, Steve?
Yeah. But what's the matter with her?
What do you mean, what's the matter with her? She always talks fast. Lots of women do.
Look, Ed, you know the lumber game and I know my business, which consists partly of a good training in recognizing symptoms and treating them.
Well, as a matter of fact, Steve, I did think it was kind of funny that she didn't become seriously interested in some man again. She seems to have changed about children, too. She doesn't like to be around them anymore.
Tell me, is she always fluttery like this, or does she have other moods?
Well, I think she dreams pretty often about losing her boy in that wreck.
Well, if she has these recurring dreams, Ed, we better get rid of them. And I have an idea that anything else is troubling her might clear up.
How are you going to keep her from dreaming?
When you were a kid on the ranch and they first put you on a horse to learn to ride, what happened when you fell off?
Put me right back on again.
That's right. That's so you wouldn't get a fixed fear of horses. Well, that's exactly what I want to do with Ann. Wood River has become a horrible symbol in her subconscious mind, and she's avoided the place ever since the accident.
And you can't blame her very much.
Now, listen, Ed, I'd like to take her back there for a while. I think if she's there long enough, she'll stop dreaming about the place and what happened to her there. In other words, she'll stop dramatizing it to herself.
Sounds like horse sense.
My friends, this is a good place to hold school today. Now, tracking things down is mighty important. It'll sharpen Jackie's powers of deduction for the things he may encounter later in life.
I've lost him, I guess, Bruno. You'll have to help me again. Oh, I know. He walked along the log. And here's where he jumped off and went on again. He fooled me, all right. That's twice you've had to help me, Bruno. Guess I won't get a very good mark today. Uncle John, you never tried to fool me walking on a log before.
That was a pretty hard lesson. How many times?
Well, Bruno had to use the nose twice. Once when you went through the pine needles, and once when you jumped on the log.
I want you to remember these things, Jackie, so you can learn how to throw people off your track when they come into the forest. We can be grateful that for some years they haven't disturbed us, but they may.
Are they all bad, Uncle John?
Well, they're unfortunate. Now, oh, that bird. He's taken my spectacles. Thank you, Blackie. But you could save a lot of flying if you'd let me keep them. Well, come, let's read a little bit. Now, let's see. Oh, now, here's a good place. Yeah.
Let the earth bring forth a living creature. Uncle John, what does a creature mean?
People or animals.
Where are all the people the book talks about?
They live out in the world, mostly in cities.
Uncle John, are we going out in the world someday?
You are. I've had enough of the world.
Is it bad?
It's both good and bad. But here, all is good. And when you go into the world, you'll be strong and wise and good from the things you've learned in the forest.
I don't want to go without you. Uncle John, where are all the mother men?
You don't often see mother men in the forest, just father men.
You're doing splendidly.
That's what you said a mile ago. I'm out of the habit of hiking.
Well, we'll get you back. Back to the good old habits and out of the bad new ones.
Oh, I've got to rest. Am I really in such a terrible state? Just simply because I didn't want to come into this forest?
No. But now that you're back here, it isn't so bad, is it?
Well, I'm not exactly at ease. As you know, I do have a phobia about this whole place. When do we begin the treatments?
Don't you want to know me better? You're supposed to tell me your innermost secrets, you know.
I haven't many.
Well, we all have a few.
By the way, Doctor, am I supposed to fall in love with you, too? I hear that that's part of the usual treatment, transferring the loose ends of the patient's affection to the doctor.
Well, in your case, no doctor would object. But that won't be necessary for complete recovery.
I don't know whether you're being professional or flattering.
You know, if it'll clear the record, I would especially like you to find yourself in these woods. I did, you know.
I didn't know.
Yeah, sure. I was right up there once. Had quite a practice. Then things crowded in on me, crashed, lost my footing.
Really?
That's right. But I got my bearings back here, right in this forest. Now I've told you my deepest secret. How do you feel, rested?
Well, where are you taking me?
I want to show you that spot I've chosen for the sanitarium.
Oh, then can we stop? Please, Doctor.
Oh, no. Beyond that, there's a very special consultation room for you.
Aren't we pretty nearly there, wherever we're going?
Oh, it's only a little farther. Keep it up. You're doing fine.
I'm no Girl Scout.
Oh, we'll be there soon. Come on.
Oh. Stephen!
There. Certainly looks natural to see you here again.
Hello, Steve. Where's your patient?
She'll be along.
Well, I'll see you later.
Okay. Gilson. Looks like they're making a surveyor out of you.
Yeah, a lot of silly stuff. If he's gonna cut a road through here, why don't he just begin?
Well, I guess he wanted to know where the road went before he built it.
Stephen!
Come on, Ann.
Oh, can't we stop and talk a while?
No, I'd rather you walk now. We'll do a lot of talking later on. You know, it's up in this grove where your father plans to build that lodge.
Oh, it's a lovely spot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where will the main building be?
I'll show you on the map this evening.
If it's a place of rest, can't we try it out?
Well, not yet. It's only 7:30.
Only 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
The young learn very quickly about what they see and touch and hear. You're already as wise as Brother Tippy, but you're not as wise as Mr. Green, who can foretell the weather.
How do you suppose he does it? He's never wrong.
Well, maybe the voices tell him, though they never mention the weather to me.
What are the voices, Uncle John?
The spirit of the forest. All the beautiful creatures, the streams, even the little leaves are alive, just as you and I. And sometimes they talk, sometimes they sing, if you listen.
I hear the forest sounds. They do not talk or sing to me.
Well, when you've listened as long and carefully as I have, they will. It helps sometimes to make a little music yourself. You can always hear music. You can always be gay. You can always find something that makes it a beautiful day. Life can always be merry. Like a sleigh bell that rings. You can always hear music if you have a heart that sings. For you can always hear music. If you have a heart that sings.
What is it, Uncle John?
A wickedness. That was a gun, and not far away. There are people in the forest. Better look into this. But we must be careful we don't get shot. Come along, Bruno. Those men are surveying a road. Maybe the men with axes are coming back here, and we'll have to move further into the forest again. What is it, Bruno? Oh, poor little Snoopy. He's dead.
Why is he dead? He was feeling fine just a little while ago.
One of those men had a gun of iron, very cleverly made. When the gun shoots, a piece of lead goes through the air so fast you can't see it, and the lead strikes the warm body of some little animal and kills it.
Why did they want to kill Snoopy?
Nobody knows. Some men find happiness in destroying all the life they can. It's a great and terrible mystery, but it's so. Bruno, we need a grave. Dig. Here. Come, Jackie. We'll get some ferns. He was clever. He was pretty. And he enjoyed life. The Lord commanded the earth to bring him forth. Now we return him from whence he came.
Someday I will get a gun and kill the men who killed me.
No, Jackie. That wouldn't do. Then there'd never be an end to killing. The man who killed Snoopy isn't bad. He simply doesn't understand. If he'd had Snoopy for a pet, he'd have loved him. We ought to feel sorry for such a man. His only happiness in life may be in killing. What a terrible thing. Well, it's over now. Jackie, come. Come. One cannot be sad in the forest for long. Now, you and the others go swimming. I'll meet you there. I want to study the stakes those men set out and determine something about the road.
Well, how's this for our consultation room?
It's pleasant enough, but I don't know how private it is.
We're quite alone. Not a living soul around.
You know, this being psychoanalyzed is always a little frightening to me.
It shouldn't be. Come here, Ann. Now, just sit down there and relax. That's it. Now, I want you to listen to my voice and let your mind wander.
I'm not very good at that. My mind doesn't seem to wander anymore. When I'm not busy doing insignificant things, my brain turns to one thought. Like a train on a track, rushing wildly into a crash.
You mustn't let that happen, Ann.
Believe me, I don't want it to. But when I close my eyes, when I'm falling asleep, I'm not really asleep. You'd say I was having a dream, but it's too real for that.
Well, many people have vivid dreams. They're perfectly normal.
But it isn't natural to have the same one again and again, is it?
Now, free your mind, Ann. Free your mind. Close your eyes if it helps. And concentrate on my voice. You're relaxing, Ann. All tension is leaving your mind and body. You're drifting into a new and beautiful world.
It is restful here. The music, it's lovely.
That's the waterfalls and the wind and the trees.
I never heard it so clearly before. There's a melody to it, isn't there? Stephen, you know what I've been frightened of? It's that I'd slip out of reality and into this dream I have and stay there. Then I'd be...
That won't happen, Ann. For you know it's only a dream. An impossible dream.
But if it came to me in the daytime, with my eyes open, then it wouldn't be a dream any longer, would it? Then I'd be lost in it forever.
You're not going to be, Ann. You're not going to be. You're here to find your way out. Now you're going to let go of this dream because it's made you ill.
Always begins like this. Over and over again, I find myself in this very forest. That's why I didn't want to come here.
You know you're searching for the child you've lost. Now you must acknowledge you'll never find him again. Do that, Ann, and this dream will vanish.
Stephen, it's as real as anything now. For the first time, with my eyes open, the dream is going on. I think I see him now. My child as he would be, happy and playing.
But you're encouraging something you know is only a dream.
But don't take that away from me, Stephen. If this is a dream, I don't want to give it up.
But you must, Ann. You know you can't go on living in a half-world.
But I'm so sure he's here. If only you knew how badly I want to hold him in my arms. Always I run to him and call him. And then comes the part of the dream that hurts, for he never answers me. He's never really there for me to hold. Bobby! Bobby!
Ann.
He's running away from me again.
Ann.
Oh, tell me I wasn't dreaming, Stephen. I did see him.
You know you didn't.
But I'm so sure of it.
Now, look, Ann. And now, believe me, you must give up this dream.
No, Stephen. If you won't help me, then I'll have to come into this forest alone.
Well, then you must blame me for bringing you here. I'm sorry. Deeply sorry.
That was one, wasn't it, Uncle John? That was another man, wasn't it?
Yes, Jackie, that was a lady. I never thought to see one here in the forest.
She looked at me. She was very nice to watch. I looked at her a long time, and she looked right at me, but she didn't do anything. Uncle John, do you think we can see her again? Will she come back to the pool?
I don't know, Jackie. Do you want to see her again?
Well, I never saw another man before. I would like to see her again, Uncle John.
Come on, Jackie. Come on, Bruno.
Steve, have you seen Ann?
Not this morning, Ed.
She's not in her room. She must have slipped out early, and I'm worried.
I'm afraid I know where she is, Ed. Wandering around this forest looking for that child she thinks she saw.
Do you think there could be anything in that? She insists that she saw the boy. She's been wanting me to help her look for him.
Believe me, Ed, what she saw was an hallucination.
Boys, I want to ask you to do something for me. You know, my daughter lost her boy near here a few years ago, and she thinks she saw him here yesterday in the woods. I don't believe the boy's around here, but I don't want her to get lost. So give me a hand and help find her, will you?
Sure.
All right.
Jackie, suppose you and Bruno go and get some strawberries for supper.
But when we went to the strawberries yesterday, there weren't any. You said they weren't ready yet.
Hmm? Oh, yes, yes. So I did, yes. Well, why don't you and Bruno get some of those herbs?
Aren't you coming?
No, I got something to do. You run along.
Oh, I know. We'll go to the pool and maybe the good lady will come.
No, it isn't likely she's there now. Gone back to the city, perhaps.
Oh, well, I could go to the pool and pretend she was there. Bruno and I could sit and watch and remember about her.
But, Jackie, listen. If she should come, don't you let her see you. Come right back here.
I hope she's there. She's pretty. But I think she's sad, too. I'd like to see her laugh. Come on, Bruno.
Yeah, we're going to give Jackie a surprise, Brother Coon. And Brother Tippy. We're going to have a party. A gay time. Jackie needs more brightness and gaiety and laughter. And we'll make a honey cake. Yes.
Anne, you must be very fond of this spot.
Stephen, I don't expect you to believe me this time either. But I saw that child again.
You know, you shouldn't have come back here. You told me I was wrong ever to bring you here, Anne.
He wasn't in the waterfall this morning. I caught a glimpse of him there, among the trees. Oh, he runs wonderfully.
Anne, you know you were dreaming.
I wanted to be sure, so I closed my eyes to see if he'd still be there. I opened them, he'd gone.
So had your dream.
And then a big crow hopped in where he was. Oh, I know the crow was real because he flew right down to me and was very friendly. Oh, there he is. You can see him. Look.
Anne, you must promise me not to come here again. You can get lost in this forest so easily.
Stephen, I can't promise you that.
Anne. Anne, why did you do this?
Dad, there's no use telling you. You wouldn't believe me.
Gilson, I'll give a month's bonus to any man who finds a kid in these woods. I want a thorough search, Major. There's no use looking for a kid. But that's what Henderson ordered. I'll head up that way. You see if you can work the truck down around that gully and meet me.
Okay.
Uncle John! She's at the pool, Uncle John. The good lady's at the pool. I touched her when she was asleep. Come and see.
She's probably gone by now, Jackie. Anyway, I've got a surprise for you.
Oh, no, she isn't. She'll still be there, I'm sure. What surprise, Uncle John?
You come in and see.
A party! Oh, Uncle John, could we have the good lady come?
Well, I hadn't thought of that. Maybe she'd like to meet some of our friends, but I'm not sure that... Our friend is warning us. Someone's coming. Let's hide in the storage cave. Jackie, come, Bruno, quick. Jackie, you stay here till I come back. Bruno, guard Jackie.
Plenty of dough.
What are you doing in here?
What do you care?
Get out of my house!
No, Bruno, we have to stay here till Uncle John comes back.
Hey, what's this? It's a crazy old hermit. He's been living here in the forest for years, getting crazier all the time. The old buzzard sneaked up behind me with a club. He might have killed me.
Well, he looks pretty harmless now.
You fellas put him in the truck. Take him over to the junction, load him into a boxcar, and get rid of him. I'll see you later.
Okay.
That made Brother Snoopy die. This is only the kind that makes you pretty sick. Anyway, it's a very little hole, Bruno. Very tiny. And you're so big and strong.
The old guy's still out. What do you think we ought to do with him?
I wouldn't want anyone to think I'd hurt an old man like that.
Might as well leave him here. He'll snap out of it.
We take him into town, he'll only run back to the woods again. I don't know what Gilson's got against him.
We'll drop him here anyway.
Why, Blackie. Where's Jackie and Bruno? Oh, well, tell him I'm coming right back. Go on, tell him.
Uncle John. He'll take the spruce away.
Jackie! Bruno!
Here comes Bruno. Here we are, Uncle John.
What's happened?
See poor Bruno? He's got a bullet. But not a bullet like Snoopy's. He won't die, Uncle John. Tell him this is different.
Yeah, we must get some herbs and wash the wound. Run, Jackie, and get me some water. We've done all we can. We must go.
Where to, Uncle John?
Far into the mountains. There are too many evil people in this forest. We must find a new home many days away.
The good lady. Will we see her at the new home?
I don't know. We've been happy here. Very happy. Now, where is that bird? King, go and tell Blackie where to find us.
Oh, here comes Gilson now.
Hello, Doc.
Hello,
Hi, Miss
Gilson.
Ann.
Hello.
The men haven't had much luck searching, huh? Guess that reward's safe enough.
Hey, you ran into your old man of the forest again.
Who told you that?
To the loggers. I thought maybe if I could just talk to him.
Why do they have to bother you about that old tramp? He's cracked. He couldn't tell you anything.
Please, where is he?
I asked him about your kid, Miss Ann. He laughed at me. He thought I was crazy, thinking a kid could live alone in these woods. And he's right, too. That ain't possible.
You know where he is, Gilson?
Yeah, out of the forest. I run him out. He's got no right here.
Well, if you happen to see him again...
I won't. He's out of the forest to stay.
Come on in.
Thanks for coming with me, Stephen.
You tried, Ann.
Guess it'll have to be just a dream always. There's that crow I told you about. Look.
Your friend seems to have made you a parting present.
Funny how we all place different values on things.
Oh, that's just Gilson shooting at squirrels again. Well, look who's here. Suppose these are for me?
Come on, Stephen. I have a feeling I want to get away from here as quickly as possible.
All right.
Stephen, this is my pin. The one that was on Bobby the night of the wreck. I fastened it on that slicker.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm positive, Stephen. Bobby must be around here someplace. I'll go to the waterfall. Quickly, you go get Gilson and the rest of the men out searching.
over the divide. There, no one will ever find us. It's far, but we'll get there. Too far. But over the divide, we'll be safe.
What do they say, Uncle John? Is it too far for Bruno?
They say to turn back. I don't know where to go.
Maybe we can find the good lady. She would help us.
No, Jackie. She's of the people. They destroy the forest.
Do the voices say what to do?
We'll turn back, Jackie. We'll try and find the good lady. Jackie, you stay here. Take care of Tippy and Woody. Wait till I come back. Good lady, the voices have sent me to you. I'm in much trouble.
The voices? Yes, but tell me, have you seen a little boy?
How did you know? Have the voices spoken to you, too?
I think perhaps they have. But where is he?
I have him with me. Perhaps you'll take care of him while I go for help for my dog. He's been shot.
You said you had him with you?
I have. Other members of my family are with me, too.
Family?
Yes. There's the raven, Blackie. A good bird at heart, but mischievous and very curious. And then there's Tippy the fox.
But I want to see the boy.
I'll get him. But you must promise not to let those lumbermen steal him. He was sent to us a long time ago to take care of. Bruno and I pulled him out of the river after a great storm. And something sent us just in time to save him.
Tell me, is he all right?
He's a fine boy. Strong and happy. But we must keep him away from the influence of those Hendersons and the bad people outside the forest.
Yes, yes, I'll take the tenderest care of him. But where is he?
Please look after my dog, and I'll get Jackie.
Jackie? It must be my Bobby.
Anne!
Oh, Dad, there's a little boy in the forest, and he's my Bobby.
Well, I see the dog, but where's the boy?
Oh, you don't have to believe me, but that old man's gone for him.
What old man?
The old man that left this poor dog here. Oh, Stephen, can you do something to help him? He's been wounded.
She is a pretty lady, Jackie. Where'd you get this kid? Leave him alone! Jackie, run to the good lady at the pool! No!
Good lady!
Oh, my baby. Baby.
Miss Anne. I found him for you, Miss Anne.
This man shot Bruno, almost killed me, and has just tried to steal Jackie.
Gilson, what is all this?
This old hermit's been hiding a kid. He's just trying to get that reward away from me.
But the old man told me all about Bobby. He's been protecting him for years. Gilson, you must have lied to us this morning.
He told us yesterday that you wanted the old man thrown out of the forest.
Gilson, I don't know what you're up to, but I don't want any more of it. Get out. Okay. See he gets off the place without causing any trouble.
Yes, sir. That'll be a pleasure.
Well, I certainly have a lot to thank you for.
If you don't mind, I'll look after my dog.
How's the dog doing, Steve?
Not as bad as I thought. Looks like my second patient here is going to do as well as my first. I don't know, though. I think maybe she's going to require my care and attention for a long time.
Bobby, or maybe it will be Jackie from now on. How would you like us all to live here in the forest with you?
Well, if all of you want to live in this grove, you'll have to take it up with our friend there. He's done pretty well with it, and I'm turning it over to him.